Chapter 21. The Glory and the Dream. Over time, Anne's homesickness faded, mostly because she often went home on weekends. On those Friday nights, most of the Avonlea students would take the train home together. They were usually met by Diana and other young people at the station, and they would walk together in the crisp autumn air toward the friendly, twinkling lights of Avonlea. Anne thought of those happy evenings as the best and dearest hours in the whole week. When winter came, Anne and the others stopped going home on weekends so they could study even harder. Everyone agreed that Anne and Gilbert were both in the running to win the Avery Scholarship. Their rivalry was as strong as ever, but the old bitterness was gone. In fact, sometimes when Anne saw Gilbert out in the town with another girl from school, she couldn't help thinking that it would be nice to have a friend like him to joke with and talk about studies and ambitions. Gilbert had ambitions. But her girlfriends, like Ruby Gillis and Josie Pye, didn't seem like the kind of people you could talk with about such things. It wasn't as if she had a crush on Gilbert or anything. Anne hardly ever thought about boys at all. When she did, it was only that they seemed as if they might be fun friends. But Anne had gathered a nice little circle of girlfriends at Queen's. Besides, she hardly had any time for anything but studying anyway. Spring came. In Avonlea, mayflowers were peeking out in lush green fields. But at Queen's School, all the students could think about were final exams. "It doesn't seem possible that the school year is almost over," said Anne one night. "It feels as if yesterday was our first day here at Queen's, and yet here we are, about to begin final exams tomorrow morning. I don't know whether to worry about exams or run outside and admire green buds in the trees." "I've lost 7 pounds just this week worrying about exams," said Jane Andrews. "It would be so awful if I failed after spending so much money to come here." "Well, I don't care," said Josie Pye. "My father is rich. If I fail, he'll just send me here again next year. Oh, Anne, someone heard Professor Tremaine say that he thinks Gilbert Blythe is going to win the medal for best in class, and Emily May is going to win the Avery Scholarship." "That may make me feel bad tomorrow, Josie," laughed Anne. "But just now I feel that as long as I know the violets are coming out all purple in the little hollow at home behind Green Gables, it's not that big a deal whether I win the Avery Scholarship or not. I've done my best. Let's not talk about exams anymore." The morning the final exam scores were to be posted, Anne and Jane walked toward the school. Jane was smiling. She would be happy just to pass, and expected that she had done that. Anne, on the other hand, was a bundle of nerves. "I'm afraid I have no hope of winning the Avery," she admitted. "Everyone thinks that Emily is going to get it. I can't go up to the bulletin board and read the scores myself. I'll go straight to the girls' locker room. You go read the scores and report them to me, whether they're good or bad." Jane promised to do so, but, as it turned out, there was no need. When they got to the school building, they found a hallway full of boys carrying Gilbert Blythe on their shoulders, yelling, "Hooray for Blythe, gold medalist!" For one moment, Anne felt a sickening pang of defeat. She had failed, and Gil had won. Matthew would be so disappointed. Just then, somebody else called out, "3 cheers for Anne Shirley, winner of the Avery!" "Oh, Anne," said Jane as they escaped into the girls' locker room. "Oh, Anne, isn't it splendid? I'm so proud." Suddenly, a mob of happy girls surrounded Anne. They thumped her shoulders and shook her hands. As they pushed and pulled and hugged her, she managed to whisper to Jane, "Matthew and Marilla will be so pleased. I must write the news home right away." At graduation, Matthew and Marilla were there with eyes for only one student, the Avery winner, a tall girl with beautiful red hair and starry eyes. "I reckon you're glad that we kept her, Marilla," whispered Matthew as Anne crossed the stage to receive her diploma. "It's not the first time I've been glad," said Marilla. "You do like to say I told you so, don't you, Matthew Cuthbert?"